Welcome to the podcast, Wake Up Humans with Steve Judson.
All right, it's Thanksgiving week, baby. 2019. What are we grateful for during Thanksgiving? How absolutely blessed we are to make the choices we have in life. By the grace of God, we're making good ones. But when you break down the word Thanksgiving, it starts off with thanks. And actually, we got to be thankful for our abundance and the choices we have to make in life. It is Sunday, the week of Thanksgiving, and I just got done crushing a workout with my niece and nephew, Jacob and Dakota, and my son, Kane. My other kids are off at a movie, the new Frozen, and we chose not to do that, but we wanted to crush a workout, which we did. With some worship music blasting in the background, we worked out at my wife's gym, CrossFit Unlimited Potential, here in Newington, Connecticut. And halfway through this thing, I'm seeing these kids work together, push each other. You know, it's funny, in the beginning, they kind of get nervous, and they start giggling and laughing. And then they realize the seriousness of it when we start adding weight and pushing ourselves to get under a bar and squat. And as that weight gets heavier and heavier, the giggles seem to disappear. And how they need to support each other as siblings, loved ones, cousins, to create an energy where it removes fear from their mindset. You know, it's funny, as we're doing squats with them, you know, we start off with the bar and we start adding weight, and you can see their eyes getting wider as a little bit of fear sets in. And I'm telling you, you got nothing to fear, kids. You got this. Trust me. I'm here for you. I'm behind you. I'm under this bar. You're not going to fail. I'm not going to let you freaking fail. And last night I went to Hillsong Worship concert with Casting Crowns. And it really comes down to that one message, is God did not set us on this planet to fail. He's there to support us, to guide us, to spot us in life. He's not going to let us go out under the bar. There comes a point where we just can't lift anymore. But faith is knowing that He's there to lift it for us. And as I was with these kids, literally back in the gym, it was so cool to see their mindset shift and go from a place of giggles to a place of, oh shit, can I do this? And Dad, Uncle Steve, I hope you're really there for me. And I know in my walk in life, you know, as I sit in this XL Center at this concert and I get welled up with tears and filled with the Spirit and I get emotional, it's just knowing that everything I've been through in life, it came down to one thing, and that was my faith in the Lord and knowing He's there for me. And that I am beyond grateful for. As this season comes where we're supposed to sit and be grateful. And, you know, my message is, do we wait for Thanksgiving to sit and get quiet and be thankful, or are we doing it all year round? I mean, Thanksgiving should be every day, man. It's not a freaking holiday. Let's be grateful every single day for what we have around us and for our family and for our people and the chance that we get to break bread. You know, I was at a funeral yesterday for the late Nicholas Margules, who's my wife's Aunt Melissa and Uncle Butch's, Melissa's father. And to stand in this church and people are crying and they're sad, and, you know, I could do nothing but smile that this family had this man who came over from Greece with nothing at the age of 16 and had faith that he's coming to the promised land to create a life and a family at 16 years old. You know, the priest got up, this big Greek guy. He was really cool. I don't know his name. He was a young guy, and gave a heck of a message about this man who came from Greece at 16 with nothing in his pocket. And he opened his own diner, restaurant, and created an amazing family. And to see his wife stand over his open casket and his boys and his daughters with just love and admiration for this man, and his grandchildren getting up and speaking of their memories of Papu and the legacy he has left, and they want to live in his legacy and to carry on what he's taught them and the love he showed them. Man, what a blessing. What a blessing that to say, you know, I was able to say to his grandchildren, who, you know, is Kenny and Michael, that this man did it right. This man did it the right way. I mean, yes, you're all sad on this day that he's out of his physical body. But what a blessing and a gift. You will remember him forever as a loving, nurturing man that worked hard, that had the balls to come over from another country and start a dream and make it happen, so that on this day where you bury him, you could all remember him with love and respect and honor, that he was a man of principle. That's one of the things this priest said, was he was a man of principle, that when they would go to his house, he made sure you were fed, you were happy, you had a smile on your face, and they spoke with such reverence and respect for him, that should be our walk in life, is to know. And I told my kids, and it was amazing to see my kids see this whole process, especially my two older daughters, Kylie and Sierra, to watch the family gather around, the siblings. And I know in the back of their mind, they're realizing that's going to be their dad someday laying in that coffin. That's going to be their mother laying in that coffin. And when they closed that lid, their eyes welled up and they started to cry, because it's in the physical realm, it's over. But they need to understand in the spiritual realm, it's not. It's the ultimate life and restoration and the journey. The journey is complete. And that we can be thankful for. But realizing it now while we're taking our breath, that we're in the journey, in the middle of it. And whatever you did yesterday that could have been wrong or hurtful to yourself or someone else, it's in the past. And today you could create the new reality. As we're in this week of Thanksgiving, we start off with thanks, and then it goes into giving. What else can you give of yourself? What can you give to others? How can you open your heart in a space of love and creation to make someone else happy, to give out of your own abundance of whatever it is you have, whether it's giving $1, giving a hug, giving a meal, going and just cleaning someone's house, or just whatever it is. I don't know what that is in your life. But to create that space that you're giving to somebody else, that they'll remember you as a loving, nurturing person. A person of principle, because you care. To me, that's what the Thanksgiving's all about. When we get introspective to realize, are we truly giving out of our own abundance? And we talk about a lasting purpose mindset of giving, loving, and serving out of our own abundance without attachment to the results. Because when you see someone laying in an open casket, you've got to realize that every day is a step towards that casket. And there should be no fear, because if you're waking up every day and crushing your freaking day, and you're living your dream, if you have a clear visual perspective of what your dream is, what your life is all about, what it is you're going to create for yourself, and who you are as a human being, and how that affects the people around you, man, it's endless what we could do. It's endless the love we could share with others. And man, that we should be grateful for. So as we break bread this week and family comes around, and wherever you are, because I know we got people all around the world now. It's absolutely insane where this podcast is reaching people. In other countries, you're not going to be celebrating Thanksgiving, but you don't have to. It's a Hallmark Day, man. It's just a labeled holiday that we have here in the United States. But, you know, I just came back from Spain, and we would, every day you go to a restaurant, it's like a meal is a celebration. It's, you know, you're not getting in and out of a restaurant in 40 minutes. You're there for hours, because you sit around and you talk, and you have your meal, and you have your espresso, and you have your glass of wine, and you look around and people are talking to each other. They're not sitting on their cell phones. They're laughing. They're touching each other. They're happy. They're creating an experience. And that's what we should be able to give to one another, as an experience of life. And to sit in the XL Center and see thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people worshiping life, worshiping the Lord, worshiping faith. And to hear the lead singer from Casting Crowns tell his story. What a cool cat. I didn't realize he was a pastor, or is a pastor in Georgia. And he teaches a youth group. And all his songs he writes. And it's how he could teach these kids about faith and the Bible and the Lord and experience. And then he went on to talk about how he's 4 years cancer-free. And the experience he went through and the fear he went through. And he wrote a song about it. I can't remember the name of it now. We'll talk about it in another podcast. But it really hit me that you could see this man's journey. And it almost kind of shifted from, you know, the reality of what he's doing as a human being when he's sharing the message through his song. And it's to bring people to the one principle, to the one thing, that it's not about us, but it's about him. This journey is not about us, gang, but it's about him. Connecting that nothing is bigger than life. The Lord gave you this opportunity to make it whatever you want, and that you should be thankful for. But get quiet and realize that it's in your power to make it happen. And my gift to people is to be able to teach them about this above, down, inside out principle, that the body can heal from within, that we don't have to live intoxicated on drugs and medications if we make the right choices. And when I wrote my story in Wake Up Humans, it came from a place of pain, my walk in life, what we went through with Ronnie. And I'll never be able to take that back, but you know what? I really shouldn't have to want to. As much as, listen, if you came to me tomorrow and said, we'll give you all this stuff if Ronnie could have his health back and be here, I would do it. But I know that's not possible. So when I sit here and I look at the book and I look at the cover of the book, and that book, that picture on the cover, I never would have put a picture of myself on a damn book. To me, I was like, that's too much ego, man. But when they were putting the book cover together and they found this picture, which is a snapshot of me speaking at an event called Cal Jam, which is an amazing event on vitalistic living, chiropractic principles, different things you could do in your life to be healthier, more abundant. And there was, I don't know, about 3,000 people at this thing. And some dude just took this picture, captured me in the moment. And when I look in my eyes, I could see kind of where my heart was, and knowing that, when you prepare for something like that, it's like, what's the message? What is the outcome we want to walk away with? And it was, if we could get every human being understanding the principle of how's your atlas? What is the importance of the atlas? Do people really understand the physiology of the body that the Lord has put together inside of you, and what controls you and makes you tick? And the brainstem and all its neurology and its science behind it, protected by this little ring called your atlas. And if that atlas is clear, the potential is limitless, because your body is fully powered, functioning from above, down, inside out, 100%. Your vision is clear. You can make your dreams come true and just be free to do whatever the hell it is you want to do. But I also know that if that atlas is subluxated, it steals life, it robs life, it robs the body's ability to adapt and to heal from above, down, inside out. And what that does to the human spirit is your spirit doesn't leave you yet, but it gets buried. And I just randomly opened my book before this discussion, and the part I came to was Ronnie Judson would be an amazing human being today if one knowledgeable, principled chiropractor had just laid their hands on him before it was too late. If one person could have adjusted my brother's spine and cleared it out, it could have changed the course of his life. Instead, he lost his life. And my kids missed out on having an amazing uncle, all because no one shared the chiropractic story with us. So my main message is to get your atlas checked, get your nervous system clear. Find a principal chiropractor in your life, and it's sad that I have to use the word principal, because there's very good businessmen and women out there that will sell you the sun. They will sell you water that nature gives us for free. And the only thing we truly have to sell in life is connection to the Lord, connection to your spirit, connection to a free, fully functional nervous system so your body can express itself to its fullest potential. And when you have this opportunity, your life will be more abundant. But when it's not there, when we're subluxated, and when there's impingement on that nervous system and the brain and body can't connect, life, spirit gets stolen from the human experience. And as I train with my kids in the back there, I realize that they will never get to know a very great man whose life was stolen He will never have another normal Thanksgiving because he had a subluxated atlas. And my amazing profession failed to reach him. And not only did he have to suffer, but every single individual that loved him suffers to this day with the memory of what could have been. And that's my message to you, is don't let it be your family. Don't let people around you to steal your joy and faith in the creation that created you from 2 cells into trillions of amazing cells expressing life. But to the level of potential is the question mark. So we want to burn out someday, where it's just like you walk in your life, and this gentleman was almost 90 years old, I believe, that passed away. And I don't think he left anything behind other than his amazing, amazing memories and stories and joy he brought his family, friends, loved ones who will cherish his memory forever. What a blessing. And I want the same for you. Create it now. Whatever pain you have, look it in the face and own it. Whenever you reach for those pills, say, I'm done with this crap. I'm going to change my life now. Find me a principal chiropractor to clear my atlas, to guide me through this experience and hold my hand to be able to open myself to this reality that my body is self-healing, self-regulating. Because when you live clear of subluxation, the body has a better chance to adapt to the environment, to adapt to whatever stress you've been through, to whatever emotions that have buried your spirit. You will wake up from within and have the ability to heal. The art is to surround yourself with the right people that are going to hold your hand and love you through the experience. But know one thing. God never leaves you. He's there for you. Take this moment and go ahead and pull up different songs, Casting Crowns and Hillsong United, and just float through their songs and listen in quiet and see what resonates with you. Because I don't care whether you believe or you don't. The truth is the truth is the truth. And we walk in life in clear, and we walk in life in spirit, and we walk in life with the awareness that God created us to be absolutely amazing, awesome, freaking human beings. When we wake up to that principle, my friends, life is amazing. And that's something to be thankful for. And that's something to give our families and friends and loved ones. So on this Thanksgiving, make a shift, make a choice, make a declaration, a covenant for your life that you're never looking back, but you're only looking forward. And you're going to live a freaking awesome life. Crush it. I love you.
You've been listening to Wake Up Humans with Steve Judson. To get Steve's books, Wake Up Humans and Atlas Adjusted, just visit Amazon. The Wake Up Humans podcast is a copyright of Steve Judson. Be sure to look up other episodes. Wake Up Humans will educate, inspire, and bring you clarity. Thanks for listening to Wake Up Humans with Steve Judson. Visit wakeuphumans.org.